Morning, everybody. Jim Adkins here from Adkins Results Coaching and White Tiger Martial Arts. I keep trying to rebrand that as Jim Adkins Kempo Karate. It's early for me. We had a long weekend, and it's cold. I'm not sure you like the cold weather, especially in May. What are we going to talk about today? Well, we're on day 5 of our Be Positive or our Positivity Challenge or workshop, whatever you want to call it. And day 1 was supposed to be gratitude. And it wasn't just supposed to be day 1. What I wanted you to do is I wanted you to take that day and be grateful for the next 30 days. So if you misunderstood that, or if I misspoke and I wasn't clear enough, I want you to hear it now. Day 1 was about setting a habit of gratitude. When you wake up in the morning, say what you're grateful for. If it's somebody, let them know you're grateful for. If it's your house or whatever you're grateful for, I don't want to give you a bunch of ideas. Start noticing them and appreciating them, and actually, speaking it out loud. I don't want it to just be in your head. I don't want you to just write it down. I want you to speak it out loud. So that was day 1. Day 2 was about changing somebody else's state of mind or state of being or day, helping them have a happy day. And how do you do that? Well, you can do it in a number of ways. Use their name, have a conversation. Don't yell at them. Don't treat people like shit. We talked about, going into a place of business where people are working around lots of people all the time and probably don't get the best of everybody all the time. And when it comes your turn to be served, treat them like a human, a good human. You're not supposed to treat people bad. So use their name, ask them how their day is sincerely. Don't just, no crap nonsense. But you're adults. You know how to do this. And then day 3 was beautify a room in your home. How many of you actually did that? Did you make your bed? Beautify a room in your home. If you can take one room, start with one room, and completely unclutter it, rearrange it if necessary, get it clean and beautiful. And I'm not talking about your closet. That may need to be done too. But when you walk into that room, it should make you feel really good. It will. And then, that room will lead to the next room, the next room, the next room. Pretty soon your environment will help change your state. And I'm not talking about state of California, your state of being. Monday, which was today, I gave you homework. I'm not sure. I think it was a new habit. And I don't know if that's clear enough. Today, what I want you to do is I want you to look at your life and see if there are things that I don't want it to be a negative exercise. Let me explain this. Today's new habit. Write down a list. And I'm really big on writing things down. In the list, it can be a list. It can be a schedule, whatever it is, but I want it on paper. I want it out of your head. I want it on paper. I want it written down. And you can do it 2 or 3 different ways. So we'll give you a couple of examples of how to create positivity in your life, how to be positive and happy most of the time, and how to redefine what's taking place and create a new habit. The reason I say create a new habit is it's easier to create a new habit than it is to break an old one. It's not impossible to break an old one, but it takes a little longer, a little more effort to break a bad habit. When you replace it with a good habit, or a new habit, it seems to work a lot better for me. So here's what I want. Your list. If it's a schedule, write down, don't go forward, go backwards. I want you to write down everything you accomplished. Now, start with everything you did. See if you can do this. Go back to Friday. Start at 9 o'clock in the morning. And write down what you ate that day, what you were going to do. What you ate that day, what you did that day. Start on Friday, 9 a.m. 9, what did I do? 10, what did I do? 11, what did I do? If you want to block it into chunks because you work from 9 to 5, that's fine. But during work, did you have anything specific you were going to try and get done? I want you to write that down too. At work, I completed this. And now don't be a micro detailer and put, I walked 5 steps and then I did this. That'll drive you nuts. Just bulk it into sections and write down what you did all the way till last night, Sunday. And then, we used to have checkbooks. I don't know if you guys know what a checkbook is or if you remember checkbooks. And we would write down everything we would spend with a check in that checkbook. And it was one way of keeping track of our financial wherewithal. As a financial consultant, that was one of the first things I wanted to see from my clients who didn't have a direction. When they would come in, they would say, I don't know. And I said, well, do you know where you spend your money? Well, yeah, I do this and that. And I said, no. Show me your checkbook and I'll show you your focus. And just by looking at how they spent their money, I could tell you what was important to them and what was not. And we could help shift that. So by looking at your schedule of what you did, not what you want to do, we're going to go to that in a minute, but look at your schedule from Friday and write down the things that you did. Then I want you to number them, give them a 1 to 5, 5 being excellent, 1 being, nah, this is not what I want to do, and put those numbers next to them. Then set it aside. Then start from today and make you a little list for the week. What simple things do you want to accomplish this week? And within that list, I want one new habit. It can be the gratitude. It can be making your bed first thing in the morning. It can be changing somebody's state every day. It can be making a phone call. I don't care what it is. It could be working out. It could be eating right. But I want it in there. Then go back and look at your list that happened and see if there's anything on that list that ended up on this list. That's one way to start a new habit and hold yourself accountable. Another list. What's important to you? What's not important to you? We just did that kind of with the schedule, but if you write down, okay, this is who I am and this is who I want to be, it'll be real easy to see where your focus should go. Let me give you some examples of new habits. You can pick and choose. You can come up with your own. Let's say you have a bad habit of wasting time. A good habit would be to schedule your day and then prioritize it. So you have a bad habit of, I know people who smoke that want me to hold them accountable and want to stop smoking. And then when I do it, they disappear. Well, I am easy to hide from because if you don't come here, I don't see you. But if you're a smoker or you're smoking, excuse me, and you want to change that, what good habit could you replace that with? Well, what's I've seen happen in the past is food. And then they blame off, I'm smoking, I'm not eating. That's not true. You're just replacing one habit with another, but people will eat food. Well, why not eat good food? Instead of smoking, do some research on the type of food you're putting into your body, the type of food you want to put into your body, and then start planning your meals. Take that extra time that you're supposed to be, you're hacking your lungs up and replace it with some research, replace it with some snacking, some good healthy food, or working out would be even better, right? Yeah, good. So working out's a good one. That's the next one. Let's say you have you're overweight and it causes you to have a posture this way, and you drop your head and your tone of voice, and your health just disallows you to be at a number 10 every day. Well, if that's your problem, that's your bad habit of eating bad and not working out, those are simple, right? Replace them with eat. And it's not, don't look at it as I'm going to diet and stop eating all the things I love. Replace it with a good diet. And it's easy to find. You have to do some research, so you have to really want it, make it a must, and then go after it, right? A diet and an exercise program. Even the best fall off. Here we go. Be yourself or what? So as you start this new habit and you don't like who you have been, being yourself may not be the most, how can I put this, spectacular view for you. Say you look at the way you are or the way you were, and you go, I don't like that person. I don't want to be like that anymore. So being yourself, if you know that your actions are actions you don't like, actions you don't want in your life, you are already choosing to become something else. You're always going to be you, and that you has already told the big part of you, that's not me. I don't want that. I'm not going to be that. That is not me. I'm moving this way. Well, where are you going? If you don't know where you're going, you're just going to run into a wall, right? The chances are finding what you're looking for, if you don't know what you're looking for, are slim and none. So be you, so let's pick somebody else in our world. You get to choose. And, well, choose wisely. Somebody that has traits that you appreciate. Somebody that has a personality that you love. Somebody that has a job that you like. Somebody that has the financial wherewithal, abundance to help others that you appreciate. Find out how they made the money. Ask them. Don't be afraid to ask. Install that into your belief system. Find out how they got that job. Install that into your belief system. Find out exactly what you like about that personality trait, or their smile, or their joking, their humor, their sturdiness, whatever it is, their honor, and install that belief in you. This is tomorrow's homework. Today is simple. Today, I want you to, what did I say today was? Oh, yeah, you're going to start a new habit. Make it a habit, make it consistent, and make it beneficial. Whatever the habit is, I want you to go ahead and post on here what it is. My wife and I, we're going to sit down today. We're going to reschedule our lives. With the COVID and everything else that's taking place, some weird things have gone on in our scheduling. Our lives have made some significant and drastic turns over the last few years, especially the last year, becoming empty nesters and stuff. So today, our homework is we're going to sit down and reschedule what we're doing, because we have a tendency to want to do things. And when we get the chance to relax, we relax. We don't do a whole lot. And the things that we want to do are always pushed to the back of the list. Now, do we want to relax? Yeah. Do we want to hang out with each other? Absolutely. Do we want to get some other things done? Yes. Are there things that absolutely need to be done? Yes. So if you're looking at what you're doing today and tomorrow, today for us, your exercise for today was to start a new habit. So today, what we are doing, what I am doing, is we're going to make a list. We're going to make a scheduling list of things that aren't working and things that I would prefer and she would prefer. One simple example is getting up early together. I'm using the stream, and going to bed earlier together and getting some good rest, so that we have time for our workouts, so we have time to plan our meals, so we have time together every day. Then at the end of the day, when we want to do things, or the weekend comes and we want to do these big projects, we don't feel like we have to have downtime all the time. It's just one thing that got a little skewed through all of this COVID stuff. So that's one thing we're doing today. So today is create that new habit. Tomorrow, what I want you to do is be somebody else. Choose somebody else that you can be. You don't have to mimic them, but it helps sometimes. You breathe like them, you move like them, you sit like them, you talk like them. You pretty much feel what they're feeling. And that's what I want you to do. Even if it's Bugs Bunny, pick something that you like about it and move forward. And let's try it. So be you or be somebody else. Find those traits, install them. And until I see you next time, on your mark, get set, grow.